Domo! Welcome, Lemon Juice. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Domo, domo. Yeah, so Genshin had a huge update, so we're gonna work on that today. I'm thinking we're gonna do Dia and Donzleaf's thing. We should have time for that. So, we'll do Dia first, because her thing's in a major city. So I'd like to get that out of the way. Domo etymology. I'm doing good. How are you? Domo domo. Come on, load. There we go. Get me over there. It's probably gonna be in that place that I'm always finding trouble in. I don't know what a Genshin is, so you'll have to show me. Ah, I see you two are a connoisseur of Le Femboy. Yeah, Venti's really good. I have him all set up. He's got a nice little bow and artifacts and shit. I don't have any constellations on him, but I got everything else. Yeah, we got our emergency food Paimon, of course. Yep. Where am I? Yeah, I gotta go to the Grand Bazaar. Like, for some reason, that it's always hard to get to that place. There we go. Here we are. Yay.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell.
Is pork roll lurking? Probably.
No aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some.
That wasn't on our list, was it?
We can still add it to the list.
Well, if it
Yeah, that's what I figured.
come on. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dia,
Yeah, I
didn't you
figured
say
that.
last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard.
It's
not
supposed to
when
be in
our
Chinese.
was over. We're still the best of
English is
friends.
just easier.
The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time.
And the
The
voice
pay
acting is
always
actually
generous,
mostly
so me and
good.
The other mercs never pass them up.
Ah, thank you
I
for
told Dia to just
resubscribing,
stay at our place
etymology.
when she took one of those jobs
Arigato!
a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
Yeah, so Dia, she's basically, how do I summarize her? She's basically, for hire. Like, she, basically was guarding this other chick. Yeah, she's basically a bad bitch. Like, she, got into scuffs with some sand people, she's got, we'll be learning more about her story as we go through this quest. This is her quest.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken
She
care
likes
of,
kids.
So I was gonna head
She
back to the
donated to an
brigade as soon as I
orphanage.
finished a little shopping.
Pretty based.
But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one
Don't
place
need a
like
ball.
that, my lady.
No.
Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. Paimon can't believe you can still refuse that.
Dia cannot hurt you. It's like, oh yeah, just
But wait,
get yourself wet and she
Didn't
can't
say
hurt you.
last time you would take me on a trip to the desert?
Because she's
Why
fire
don't you
type.
just take me with you today when you leave. There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back in the
Yeah,
brigade.
unfortunately, that's why she's going to be in the
Besides,
standard
the
banner, but
desert
that's
hasn't
okay.
exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last
What
time
was
and the
it
time
again?
before that.
Yeah, I know a
No,
lot of people were
I'm
hyped for her,
sorry.
but
Just give me
oh well.
some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like...
At least she
I feel like
looks
something
cool.
is off
Yeah, she
about
looks
you
cool. And
lately.
like I said, she's going to be in the standard banner, so if people want her for her character, like they like her personality and stuff, because there are Amber maids. Yeah, there we go. Bongo Cat should eventually be approved. Twitch is being slow with approving it. But yeah, it's like, if you like Dia for what she is, she's gonna be on the standard banner, so just save your primos for the standard banner. Like, when you get free fates and all that.
Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
I mean, there are Amber Maids, so I mean, anything's possible.
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear. But if something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I...
Oh, looks like Junior's Odd was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady.
Milady.
I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme.
What to think of the Imperial government?
On a completely different set of
I don't know.
rules.
Probably think it was cool.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering...
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora.
Yeah, those are the sand people, the Eremites. They live in the desert. She's got some beef with them. Like, she nearly cut off her arm to try to save us from them.
My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave.
It's like the new continent, Sumeru is very heavily inspired by Middle Eastern culture. So it's like, if it sounds like something else in the real world, it probably was inspired by that.
However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of Mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret's Relics?
Well, it's literally your predapiss.
They must really look up to...
Ding Desrek.
You got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues
Yep,
orders
that's
to all
basically
brigades
it.
under his control.
That's basically what it is.
On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble
Double yeet.
now is none other than Dakan al-Akmar.
Somebody once told me.
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Say what?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
The world is gonna roll me.
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of all their valuables before murdering them. Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
It's like they're gonna mash
terrible.
together traditional
Couldn't even
Mesopotamian
spare
culture
their
with
own kind.
Arab/Islamic
I don't
culture. I'm
know
gonna
how
cry.
Deshret's relics
Yeah.
sound. All I do know is
It
that
do be like
Dakan
that.
al-Akmar has become more and more
I ain't the
aggressive over
sharpest
last few
tool in
years.
the
If I don't do
shed.
something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his
Ooh,
time
that's
drinking
cool.
and chasing
Yeah.
after women.
Oh yeah,
Of
that's
course,
right,
the
you
other brigade
did.
members were just like him. Their ruckus would go
Like,
on
I
night
know, I
after
was in
night.
it.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
Yeah, I was literally
Unfortunately,
there.
I never knew my mother.
It's like, wow, that was nice.
Oh,
You were literally there.
I'm sorry, Dia. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I
Oh
mention
yeah,
that my father was
Genshin's
chasing
been
after women?
updating, so you'll
That
want to
was the
catch
result
up.
of one of those
They've got new
encounters with
stuff.
some random person. He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few
Yeah, it's
stories,
like with
and even those tended
the
to be pretty
Sumeru side quest,
stale.
it's like you kind of have to do
There were
them to
tales
unlock
of
the
desert
areas.
warriors defeating
And they're
dragons in the
long.
forest, or
Oh, so
stories
long.
of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play.
Yeah, I remember
Even the
that.
toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords.
Oh, you just beat Raiden Shogun.
It
Yeah,
was only
doing the
much
quest in
later when I
for
realized
in
that the shows
Inazuma,
were more
it's
for him than
terrible.
they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always found
It's like,
him
but he
pretty
doesn't have bad
childish.
intentions.
That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed
Oh, well, there you go. You activated the
They
voice.
really think that as long as they didn't do any of that
Congratulations.
stuff right in front of me, I would never know.
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception
Well,
and
are you
reality
satisfied
must
with your
hit hard.
purchase?
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now.
Yeah,
I had a huge
basically.
argument with my father and left that place behind for good. I'm not invested in the bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
You just want to find out why they suddenly started causing so much trouble.
Yeah, I told the boys. to
Yeah, I
gather as
tried
much
messing with deeper
information as they
voices,
could.
but they sounded weird.
Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I could always mess with it another time.
But isn't this investigation incredibly
Why is man
dangerous?
voice scared in evil
It
voice?
is.
Yeah, it is a
Every
skill
mercenary
issue.
lives life on the edge.
Like, voice mod is
Lifestyle
very
I
easy to
enjoy.
use, but if you
Maybe
want
true.
something specific, you are
But
gonna
it'll
have to
be
mess with it.
impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well,
Like, if you just want
I
a
get
simple
why
thing with a
everyone
push of a
shared
button,
with
it's
this
got
one.
it. It's got a ton of pre-made voices,
They
but
have valid concerns.
yeah. If you want to do something custom, then you gotta mess with it. I'll go back to the desert.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets.
I'm inclined to
Aha,
agree.
yes, Betty
I'd
Kitty.
feel a lot more
Tomo.
at ease if you took him along to help.
You can count on me.
I'll wait for news from you in the city until then.
Cat Pog. Yes,
Please,
exactly.
Stay safe.
I'm honored that you care
Go
so much
full
for me, my
Rarezi
lady.
mode.
All right.
Can I
let's
have a
get
little
moving. Our
taste?
first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up a bit.
A
with my
WoW
fellow
branded
mercs.
Yeti mic. That sounds cool. Yes, I gotta go into the desert. Yeah. Yay, I did it. Yeah, I got the Twitch thing. Where's the thing in the place? The desert's my favorite place. I almost died there 3 years ago. I actually loved it. Wasn't that nice? Alright. Dessert.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these two friends of yours?
It's a pleasure to meet you. I trust her with my life.
Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with that. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what the Khan al-Akhmar's been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, they now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. But it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn.
It's
the
like look at
merchants
you,
on the
look at
black
you
market.
picking up the
A portion
references.
of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Wait, a power?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we had. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
Very sus.
Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Akhmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole
Mungus.
became a lot weaker.
They were able to cause so much damage that somehow makes things even more confusing.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the investigation to us. Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Akhmar is your father's crew after.
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dakan al-Akhmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked.
Well,
Of the attack were already
now you have to
long
deal with
gone.
103
There's nothing of
gummies for
value
now.
left in the camp.
Odd numbers.
Hisham and Khalaf.
Yeah,
They're
eat
here
them.
too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little
I want
green
fruit
behind
gummy.
the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
Full gummy.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest
Where?
easy.
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh, you're also planning to tag along with them?
Well, where do you think the 5,000 points went to?
Most important guy.
They went
Wherever he
directly
goes,
into my
I
belly.
will follow.
So joke's on
Oh.
you.
In that case, then you'd better take care of her too, Dia.
Don't underestimate Paimon.
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the
No, not
traveler here.
Daffy.
Even if
He
she
took
had
my
only
food
survived from
gummy.
sheer luck, then that alone would still make her quite formidable.
Idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
He's trying to
One
sleep
other
on my
thing,
bed
Dia.
IRL.
When you're free, why don't
Hopefully
you
he
update the
stays that
deputy
way.
about your upcoming
But we'll
schedule?
see.
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay. It really got to him.
Is this Taffy we're talking about?
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all.
Laffy
If
Taffy.
only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows.
like a bunch of soy boys.
The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
That's possible.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the brigade yet.
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time.
Okay, that's
Hey,
possible.
Don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
It's like, I see I gotta Google stuff later.
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our mind. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, and you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come
They're
up
just running around in the
better than keeping
background.
everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to
I'm
them.
I'm straight
I wanna
bugging
laugh,
out.
I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them.
Well, there you go. There's your motivation.
Though I can never do that when I'm with the
It's like
Homianis.
studied to figure out video game.
Hey, knuckleheads, can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation.
Right now, I have him on Dendro because I don't have any Dendro characters.
I drew up a map. Right
Once
here
I get
is the
like
spot.
Nihida and
There you'll find the
Alhaitham,
merchant caravan
I'm gonna switch him back to
responsible for getting rid of
Electro
the
because that's what I
car
have him
Mars
built
loaded
for.
goods. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
No, I basically
Be sure to
just
pass my
do
regards to
Wilkins,
everyone else in the
and
brigade as well.
I did Battle Pass for a while,
do.
but now I have so
You
much
stay
stuff.
safe, Dia.
I don't do Battle Pass that much. So it's mostly just Wilkins, which is the daily one. Like this one. This is the one I basically buy every month. There is no such thing as pay to win in Genshin. Yeah, no, not really. Like, even if you do C6 a character or whatever, it's like you still gotta make a team for them. You still gotta get their weapon. You still gotta roll for artifacts. Yeah, it's like you basically pay to lose. Yeah.
Place.
Basically
Find a
pay to
spot
play.
hide and bide our time.
Yeah, artifacts are basically the worst part.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
No need to worry. He knows his way around a fight.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't.
Well,
go
the
too
idea is
hard
the
on
reason
them.
why it's pay to lose is
After all,
because
we still need to
you're
get
constantly
information out
rolling
of
for
them.
characters and having to constantly build them and constantly put stuff together and artifacts and everything. And it's like a lot of time and effort.
Ah, here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react.
Yeah, like Bork
End
Roll
this
said, it's like it
quickly.
basically adds up to the price of a monthly MMO if you get the stuff. Oh, hey, I get to play as her. Cool. Okay.
Time for takeoff. Brace yourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're the flame main.
Good. That saves. me
Apparently you
an
gotta drop.
introduction.
Yeah, it's
Alright,
like
time
if
for
you have
more
your account
talk.
linked to Genshin,
Are
you can get
buddies
free
with
stuff.
Takana Lockmar now?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our
That's why I
employer.
say I have
What makes
drops
you think I
enabled.
talk?
That
So we
might
can
have
all
worked
get
on
free
an
stuff.
amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes? You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
Whoa!
It's alright, Paimon. She knows what she's doing. If she gotta choke a bitch, she gonna choke a bitch.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Oh no! He bit the pill.
Huh? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
That never works.
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep.
But why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for
It's
now.
whack. Yeah.
We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
All right, time to investigate. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Ayaka got a new outfit. That's something you missed, Yeet. She traded her bloomers out for leggings, so you can see her a little more of a booty. I mean, I like it. Yeah, Ayaka.
We found a
From
piece of paper
Inazuma?
with a bunch of names on it. Maybe
You don't even have her. Oh, okay. Well, she got a new outfit, is what I'm saying.
This really is a merchant.
Yeah.
They should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and
All right, I'm back to
medicine.
normal now.
It seems that in the past, they used to receive some
Junk in the
canned
trunk.
knowledge as well. This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora. And the funds will be passed to a specific person. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then.
Well,
be
the thing
brought
is,
right back
I'm
to
wearing a
Dakana
suit,
Lakmar.
and the suit is tight, so I don't
Wait,
show as much as I
why
normally
is there
would.
no Mora value
You can
recorded
see
for the
here when I
final
take off the
transaction?
coat. Well, not from here,
no
but
value?
eh.
Yeah. Every
Oh yeah,
transaction before
Taffy
the
though,
last
he
one was
extra
marked
thick.
with an exact
3
amount of
C's.
Mora. But the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
Maybe the Mora Mountains just happen to cancel each other out.
Perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all?
I mean, I
Anyway,
do
the
have a
next part's
secret
the
picture of
records
him
the goods
on my About Me
themselves.
tab,
There are a lot of entries.
if you can find
Everything
it.
was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazamon Homayani?
Yeah,
Oh,
your
Yami.
cats are thin.
You mean Dunyarzad's family?
Yeah, it goes by RPG logic. You just you're a silent protagonist, and you just make the choices that the protagonist would be
First and
saying.
last name. Shazamon
The illusion of
Homayani
choice.
is Dunyarzad's father and the head of the Homayani family. Just what the heck is going on here?
Calm down. Let's analyze the situation first.
I'm sorry.
Cool, you
You're
found him.
right. Consider what we found and not. jump to
Yeah, Emmy
conclusions
is
just
just
yet.
like hair.
What this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana Lakmar.
What if the Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with
Yeah, as the vet
Dakana
put it, he's
Lakmar?
very stout.
That's a possibility.
Healthy.
But if that was the case, why is this caravan
But stout.
specifically named Shazamon as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food.
I think
and
they said he
medicine
weighed
directly from
like
Caravan Rebot or
16
Port
cakes or
Ormuz.
something. It's like they had a weird way of measuring it. Yeah, something about supplies.
Yeah, funding violence and loot.
Wish you could combo in
The
Genshin.
brigade gets
It would
the
make it more
goods,
fun. Yeah, I
and
know what
he
you
is paid
mean.
The proceeds from the sale of
Though
the
in a
loot.
way, you are kind of comboing if you do like elemental reactions and shit.
Something like this. It's not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
I honestly have no idea.
Like I think that's the close.
I've been to
Yeah.
their estate many times.
I know what you
and
mean.
I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be
Yeah.
the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past, but that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
I don't think Dunya Zard knows anything about this
You're
either.
probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If we want to get to the bottom of this, we won't be able to turn back.
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this. I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support.
Check on the
If we're
homies.
lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to—
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyarzad too.
I hope we'll be of help to her.
Yeah. Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
She is not nearly as vengeful and merciless as I hoped. Yeah, she's basically the looks tough but is actually a softie. Like, she's basically the bad boy trope, but with boobs. Yeah. But I mean, she did threaten to pluck someone's eyes out, so it's like, she's not above violence.
Oh, you're back
It's
a
like,
lot
no,
sooner
she's
than
very
I
supportive
expected.
of violence.
You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come
Like,
up
I don't
with?
want peace, I want
Actually,
problems.
we are still investigating. It's just that we
Yeah, she is female D-Luke. It's like,
I
same hat.
see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Yeah.
Something like that.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say
Is
something
D-Luke
to
a hot
cheer you up.
guy? Oh, yes,
It's
he
okay,
is.
my lady.
Yeah.
It's not so much about
It's
me
like,
being upset
and
with
this
my
is where I'd put
father
my
or anything
D-Luke.
like that.
If I had him!
How should I put this?
He's literally hot. Yeah,
So
he's
something
Pyro.
is wrong.
It's
Even
like,
Traveler
he's literally the
Paimon,
only
the
standard
uncomfortable
character I
secret
haven't
quiet.
gotten.
On
Yeah.
any other day, Paimon would have
On my
already
to-do
waved
list.
to me with a smile and shouted, "Dunyarzad, we're back!" So tell me, what
Yeah, because it's like,
happened?
I have like a fucking C5 Kaching, and I never use her.
Please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you. next.
Meanwhile, I've never
It
gotten
concerns
D-Luke
the master.
once.
The
Sucks.
master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
Really? You never
My
even got
father
one on the standard
has been
banner like
supplying
Jean
goods
or
to Dakan al-Akmar?
or Mona?
Yeah.
Because
It
those
makes as
technically
little sense
count.
to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard
Yeah,
time
Pyro
rationalizing
DPS is
how
our
he could
curse. It's
ever
like,
support an infamous brigade like them.
oh, that sucks.
Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
I
That
can't
seems
help
unlucky.
but agree with the traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same
Yeah, it's
way,
like, that's another thing. It's like, people say that
Thank you for
Geo
sharing
is
all this
basically the worst
information with me.
element, and
Since
then
you've
Pyro's
told
like
me
the second
everything you
worst
know,
element now.
I should also tell you about
Like,
some
there's a
doubts
whole
that
video of breaking it
I've been
down. Like,
harboring
over
for quite a
time,
while.
the meta
In
has
the past,
drifted
I thought that
unfavorably
my father
from
hired a
Pyro.
bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't
And
run
it's like,
away
Pyro
and get
does,
lost.
react
However,
with Dendro.
There are plenty
So it's like,
of
you
capable
can combine
mercenaries
them,
in the Court of
but,
30.
yeah.
Why
Geo
did
does
my
give
father
shields,
go out
yeah.
of his way to hire Dia?
About that. Well,
Klee
the
could have been a great
Homayanis
sub
really
DPS
needed
if her
bodyguards,
burst
so
stayed
they
when she
reached out to the
switched.
Blazing Beasts. Later, the master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards.
Yeah, and
He
it's like,
offered me a
as
pile of
characters, you
laurels,
love
so
them, and then
I
you
just
try and play
signed
them,
on.
and it's like, oh no.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
It do be like that.
Just think about it.
Yeah.
Why did my father specifically
D-Luke's
reach out
not
for
necessarily
Blazing Beast?
bad, he's just been
Maybe the
outclassed.
core of 30
It is a
just didn't have
bit of a
anyone
power
available,
creep.
or maybe someone recommended us.
Like, if I
I've never
got
given it too
D-Luke,
much thought.
I would still make a party
think
for
I
him.
get what
I'd
you're
put a
saying.
weapon on him,
I
I'd
think
give
none
him
of this was a
artifacts.
coincidence.
I'd still do it.
Precisely. At first
Yeah, Klee was
glance,
also my
nothing
first
seemed
5-star.
strange or out of place.
Shin-He is recent from
But
what I heard.
there are many parts
She's
of
getting
the
a
story that
rerun.
don't
Yeah.
actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with the Khan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dia into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dia to be your bodyguard?
All according
No,
to Keikaku?
No, that's too much of a stretch.
Yeah, she's
I
very
cut all
niche.
ties
Good,
with my father a
but
long
niche.
time ago. He has no control
And that
over
is
my
the
life
thing. It's like
anymore.
lately a lot of characters that
But
come
still
out
doesn't rule out
that
the
aren't bad
possibility that your
are niche.
father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
Yeah, she is a
the
cryo
master
amplet,
was
so it's like
not likely an innocent
you'd
victim
basically
like
put her
this?
with like Ayaka. And there you go. And I think that was the intent. That's why the two were re-released together this time around. Is because the idea is for you to roll both to build your cryo team. But Eula hasn't gotten a banner in over a year, so that didn't seem fair. Whatever. That's what things are looking like at this point.
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should act regardless of his reasons. If my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
Yeah, it seems like so far in this quest, both Dia and Dunyazard's dads have been up to some sneaky stuff.
But is that
That's what I'm
really
getting.
the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same.
No, your feelings are valid.
The Homiyani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homiyani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dia.
It's all right, Dia. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was that thing about friendship again?
True friendship is built on trust.
Right, yeah, trust. You said that yourself, Dia. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
If your trust hasn't been misplaced, then he probably has many conflicting feelings as well.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place?
The bazaar that I always seem to have trouble getting to for some reason. No, it doesn't look like it's taking me to bazaar. I think it's taking me somewhere else. Oh yeah, some new recipes came out. I should probably buy those later.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes, my daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person. But we may skip all the pleasantries for now. What is the important matter you wish to discuss?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction record to your attention. There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So, that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
If you wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dia, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
I want the truth.
Me?
You can't handle
Yes.
the truth.
I understand perfectly why you came to see me, and I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price, and sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your
No.
father Kusela and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you, the facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
His heartfelt efforts. I'm sorry,
Heartfelt,
sir,
eh?
but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support. I have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homiyani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support.
Okay.
Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dekan al-Ahmar. Kusela's men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries, just like themselves.
Now I'm
I
getting
was
my drop.
shocked. Why would Dekan al-Ahmar go so far
Don't
to
forget
save
your
us and not
drops.
spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and I sensed that he was a devoted father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I
Ah,
almost didn't recognize him
flashback.
the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself.
Damn it, I was hoping
He
he'd be a
couldn't even
DILF.
walk anymore without
But
his
no, he's
cane.
just an old man.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own. At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard?
Really
won't come
trying to
in
get her a
handy one
job.
day? I was completely lost at first, until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dia.
So he was the one who recommended deity.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dia could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous
So
life
basically, he
behind.
wanted his daughter to go from
And
feral
that's
to
why you offered
domestic.
her such generous
Taming of the shrew.
compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me for that favor, I also began to see Dia as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. Kusela saved my daughter and I all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that, acting like he's oh so smart and self-righteous.
Kusela said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any mora from him, but he'd always sent me funds anyway. Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Explosions.
Isn't that around the time that Decano Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss them, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dia at risk.
But by that same token, he should have also stopped asking you for materials.
That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosive. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world.
Yeah,
If
the
all he
math
wants
don't
to do
add
is
up.
steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Ooh, edgy.
Dia, please don't feel that way.
Don't feel the
I'm just
edge.
angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
Maybe there's another way of looking at all this. Can you try to believe in him just one more time?
Another way? I don't know. I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head, but I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to
Jawed.
be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30.
Jawed.
He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the Dakan al-Akhmar's merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now.
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes.
I forgot what
Prepared
English
to
was.
accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
Like, don't you just forget it when you forget what a whole language is? So where's the woman to go? Outside the tavern, so here? What? You're not related to this? Oh, outside the tavern at night. There we go. So we make it nighttime. It's like at night. Yo. Yo. Yeah.
Who are you guys?
I know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
And turn you
Wait,
into
wait,
Sino.
there's no need to
And it's
jump
like,
the gun.
you don't want to mess with
Focus
Sino.
up. What are your terms?
in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well,
Yeah, she is
I
cool
was a little
looking.
tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping
It's
my
like right now we're
benefit,
trying to figure out
but I
what the
could
heck
also
he's
make some
going on
good
with her
Mora.
dad.
Let me tell you how it is. We're investigating Dakana Lakmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operation. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. You just give me a number, and I'm sure we can...
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later. They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert.
So we go to the
Feel free to
desert.
go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chip.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the...
Yeah, we go to the desert now. Desert. This one. Because this one's overground. Desert time. May the sand cleanse ye. Think I hate sand. It's coarse, rough, gets everywhere.
Seems like we're in luck. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves. I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Tia, why are you here?
Alright. At least with vapor, that's something. Words. Go away. She's not even bursting.
Haven't you all done enough?
Well, reinforcements are coming.
Oh, so are you also here to stop us?
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
Look alive!
Yeah. Basically Prince of Persia. Alright, goddamn. It's all done.
So strong.
She's so
Enough
strong.
fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far. Just bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
I wanna see my daddy.
Did you understand?
Yeah,
every single
pretty
word
much.
I just said, or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All right, everyone, let's all
Like, well,
just
there you go.
calm
There's
down
your
for a second.
ruthless bit.
Dia,
Bashing
the
skulls.
boss can't come out and see you anymore. He died a long time ago.
What?
Seems like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least that's what the old man wanted.
That's kind of messed up,
When did he
though.
die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakana Lakmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
So is that when you guys started acting?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's Relics must pay in blood for what they did.
So that's why they turned on each other. It was all motivated by revenge.
Let me start from the beginning. Dia, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, Every person in Deshret's relics were forced to leave a record of themselves at headquarters, whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The records served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail.
So you mean he thought there was no escaping the records?
That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dia and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dia, you were never asked to provide a record.
I never even knew this was a requirement.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters.
Huh.
But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
We all knew he was doing that for you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Yeah, because he was beaten till he was crippled.
Wait, but that doesn't make any
Love
sense.
that shot of her chin. It's
I
so
didn't know
dramatic.
about
Yeah,
any of this,
exactly.
And I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him, he seemed to age by a decade overnight. Even his hair went gray.
So even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me. But that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well.
Huh.
But how could we leave with a clear conscience? All of us who knew exactly what had happened.
The boss can't have just died for nothing. Those heartless jerks at headquarters took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters' strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack, even though we're outnumbered. We vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
But the relics haven't been the only victims of your revenge.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding. Some fled to other brigades, and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered plenty of losses as well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies. From food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supply. We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends. Thankfully, many people were willing to come to our aid.
It's
We
kind
were
of
also
shitty,
able to
though.
attract many mercenaries who
Fake
shared our
writing a
goal.
dead man.
We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles. Deshret's relics have become weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
Wow, Paimon's actually speechless. Responding to violence with more violence will only cause more pain. Do you have any idea the amount of damage you've done?
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life. Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world. We used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself.
He
As
was
for
a
me,
hero.
I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence, but maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause. Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dia. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
Yeah, you all are pretty crazy.
I'll go with you.
Huh?
But we're even crazier, apparently.
You wanna go with them?
I grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still there.
They just said he was
I know
dead.
you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
I'm on your side.
Yeah. Paimon feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
I bet Boss would
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained. we
Dead
can't
dad
afford to
syndrome.
turn
Yeah,
on someone
exactly.
as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is...
Like, literally the
I owe him
worst
this much.
dad in this game is Diona's dad. This one. Her dad is literally a neglectful alcoholic. And it's yeah. Dead dad syndrome, just like D-Luke. I can make him worse. How am I gonna get up there? I know that's in a pit. I guess I'll go diagonally. Yeah. DX, D-Luke, do not argue. Okay. Let the shipping begin, I guess.
There's
Yeah,
and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
it's like it's in a weird spot, so I gotta just go. Oh well. Getting in the sand. Blech. Daddy G. Like, that's quite a talent. Is this gonna be a domain or something? It is.
We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Yeah, this is gonna be a dungeon thing. Whatever. They have no good male role model. Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
You should be careful. Even if
It's
you've only
like,
got one shot
oh
left,
yeah,
you
that's
could
right,
still
Pork Roll.
take
You
us
didn't
out.
have any either. I'm so sorry. I fought through many situations like this before.
We'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll
Tell
take
me
the
a
lead.
story about
I've been here once
baseball.
before.
Alright, I gotta crawl desert. Alright, blah. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got that pickup truck now, so there you go. But yeah, that must have hurt. Losing your front teeth like that. Did you ask for 2 front teeth for Christmas after that?
Time for takeoff.
It's like, I have allies, but I can't distinguish them from the enemies. Okay, now she can punch with her fists. For like 2 seconds. See, that's the problem. It's like her thing only lasts like 2 seconds.
Decided by destiny. Delved into destiny.
Just keep fighting. Blah. Punchy, punchy, punchy. Punchy, punchy, punchy. There we go, we got him.
We're almost there.
Uh-huh. Whatever you say, sir. Get the relic, people.
Wait, they went charging ahead without checking for any traps.
They're gonna die. Cool.
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Watch out, the enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight.
Don't worry about us. We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be an. Let's go! We can't let the boss down.
Let's check if there's another way.
Yeah, we gotta go find another way. Blah.
I think I see a way through over there, but it's being blocked.
Okay, let's.
Cool, puzzle. Puzzle time. What the fuck is this? Adjust the height and color of the light so it can be properly received. So it's gotta be... Okay. Yeah, I have no idea. It's like that for all of the Sumeru names. Like, a lot of them are not pronounced correctly. Or inconsistent.
Brace yourselves. Shadows of fate. My apologies. You asked for it.
Okay. That's something, I guess. I get the chest.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
Blocked
Need
off.
to adjust it a little.
Rotate. Rotate again. There we go. There we go. And then I just lower this one. Yeah, I got that chest. Yeah. Little cat girl. She do shields and healing, so that's why I have her in this party. Like, there's a lot of little girl characters in this game. No little boys. I kind of want one. I just think it would be cute.
Written in the stars.
Yes, Petty Kitty. Come on.
Time for takeoff.
Let's get it on!
It's like, well, unlike Twitter, it's like, I'm fond of kids. So, yeah. Mainly for maternal instinct purposes. You know, you want to baby them and pinch their
Here we
cheeks.
go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Take flight. Kami Sato art. Sumetsu.
dead meat.
Go invisible.
Shadows of fate.
But yeah, no, kids are pretty cool. Like they're very cheerful and they can be hyper, they can be ankle biters sometimes, but you know, with the right amount of guidance and discipline, they can be fun to hang out with. They can be very imaginative too. That's the thing, they absorb things like a sponge. So you just got to give them the proper guidance. I gotta raise this. Like the other day, after I was finishing a hunter quest and I was, you know, turning it in for the day, this kid was like, "Hey, do you want to see my drawing?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll see your drawing." And it was a drawing of a Danganronpa character, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I know that character. They're from Danganronpa." And literally their face lit up like, "Oh, you know what that's from?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know about Danganronpa. I love that game." They're like, "Oh." Like they were so excited. It was so cute. Oh my god. I gotta change this thing. Yeah. I got all three of my... Ooh, that's cool. You got them to meditate? That's cool. It's fun teaching kids stuff like that, like to do yoga and meditate and stuff. Like they'll do it if you can get them interested in it. I gotta change the color of this one.
I wasn't expecting anyone to make it through
Oh, Kitty's
from the
awake.
other side. But as a desert dweller,
Yes, Kitty?
I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
You want to come onto my lap, Kitty?
Don't waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
Run? Had I wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already. I witnessed the golden age of Deshret's relics. Even if I could
Yeah, I'll
leave
pet the
this
kitty during the
place
cutscene.
behind,
You
all
want
that
attention
awaits me
now?
Are endless days of humiliation and ruin. Even now,
Betty
my
Kitty.
brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live.
Kitty,
to
why are you so
remember
hairy?
their
I pet you
fall.
and hair flies everywhere.
So
Even though
you
I
wanna
blashed
go
you.
out in a blaze of glory.
Let us draw our weapons. We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers. They are but two, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
Right, yeah, I just gotta beat you up.
Wave one, charge!
Uh-huh.
Eliminate them!
Wave one? Okay.
Fate is upon you. Shaken and stirred.
Don't think that you won. We're just getting started.
Think you can bully me? No. Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Pulverize!
Delve into destiny. Look alive.
King Deshret will not abandon any one of his followers.
You ain't messing around.
Oh god.
Don't what are you? Screw down. Think you can get away?
Let's get it on!
Alright, I got it.
Brothers, with me, this is where we prove our faith.
You all just wanna die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive.
Yeah, that's the problem with Dia is that, it's like her burst only lasts for one combo. It's so short.
Your go.
into destiny.
Meanwhile, I'm like
Whirling snow.
But we'll
looking at Ito, my other kid Ito, and it's like he lasts like 2 to 3 combos.
The commander has finally fallen.
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator's ring. They just keep coming no matter how many.
Kitty's trying to adjust himself
Yes.
on my
keep
lap.
fighting.
Oh, he's gonna do a flop.
There's
Kitty's
no
doing a
need to
flop on my
fear,
lap.
And no need to back down.
Kitty, why do you have
This
to
is our
flop?
last stand.
When the next wave comes, try
I
to draw
can't reach
away
the
their
mic.
attacks. I'm going to see if I can take
I have
out
to
that
bend
high
over to
platform.
talk.
Get out of my way!
Come and face me, Mitchell. Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They just
Petting
they
Nikiti right
fight
now.
like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
Kitty, do happy purse. Oh, Kitty, you're moving? What are you doing, Kitty?
So, it would seem like this is the end.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Mitchell.
If you ever
think
lose
I
your
would
touch,
give
you
you that
simple must find it
opportunity?
again.
Buried in the sand, alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
Hey, wait!
Like, Taffy, why do you choose to lay on my lap in the weirdest way possible? Like, he's like pawing at me in a way to like, so
We
he
were
can like
too
stretch
late.
himself out but not fall off.
It's over. There's no
Yeah,
more need to fight.
yeah,
If you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
Come on, Kitty. Sit on my lap properly.
Hey, dear! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
Kitty.
Let's go.
I'm like, take your time, cutscene, or not. Let me get the chest. Oh, God. Oh, I bugged out. Oops. Okay. I literally bugged through the floorboards. Oops. Like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Whatever. Activate the thing or whatever.
Who are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Like, you missed me beating
Who
up
knows
some
what a
people.
bunch of rats may have.
Rats?
We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other
Rats.
side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after? Hey, have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusira?
Like, basically, we're infiltrating
Why would
this
I know?
place to get
It's not like I'm in
revenge for her
charge or
dad.
anything.
Because her dad's, like, dead.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything.
Daffy just
I'm
gave
just
me
an
a
average member
kiki.
here. I'm telling the
He's
truth.
such a sweet
If
boy
you're here to
when
find
he's not
someone,
being
why
a
don't
violent
you
little
look through the
shit.
records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
Sandpaper kiss are the
Where's
best.
records room?
Indeed.
Answer me.
Belly
It's
rub?
right over there. All the files are in there.
There you go. I'm,
You can
I'm,
go through them
I'm
as
grabbing
much
at
as
his
you
belly
want.
right now.
It's not
Like, he's
any
seated
of
in a
us
way that
matter
he can't
anyway.
escape from it.
I mean the
Oh.
old records room.
No, he didn't like that.
The old
He
records
bit me.
room?
Alright,
mean
kitty, that's it
The one
then.
that got burned down?
Thanks, you got him
Priscilla.
bite me.
Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He
Yeah.
was definitely
Nah,
filthy.
Daffy doesn't like
We all let our
belly
guard down
rubs.
As soon as we saw him come
He's like, he just proved that just now by
But
biting
in the
me.
short time it supposedly took him to take a
Yeah, I
dump,
fell for your
he'd
trap.
already gotten away
Hooey.
and started a fire in
Oh
the
well.
records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done. Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno. Bashar, Tikriti, let's go.
Now I don't know where he went. I think he's mad at me now. Oh, there you are.
Spare them no mercy.
I'm sorry,
if they try
kitty.
anything.
I gave him a little apology, scratch.
So, this was his final destination. How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know it's just wishful thinking.
Yeah, let's look around. Find some evidence, maybe.
Is this a cane? It must be the one that Dia's father used.
Maybe we'll find his bones, too. Just to rub it in.
Thanks for everything, boss.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more.
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh?
Oh. Oh? Oh! It's actually a sword!
Thought so.
Wait! Isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
Yeah, your dog's a sausage.
The dragon is no more.
Aw,
The
she looks so
Princess
cute as
Ina
your
has
baby.
slain it.
Yeah, right.
Hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all.
Bye, kitty.
Come on, this is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dia, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech.
Aww. She's so cute as your baby.
Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Yeah. Friendship.
I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
But this just confirmed that he's totally dead. The whole story was shared with the corpse of 30 who finally joined the investigation in the name of restoring order. The members were brought to justice and the members, other members turned themselves in to the authorities. The cane that once belonged to Kus blah 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 was given to Dia as part of her inheritance. Dia was completely signed on the way back to Sumer City. I had to read that quickly because I knew it was gonna go away.
What's this?
We got you some snacks.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up.
It's not a
tomorrow
spoiler
and
if we
wake
were
up
literally told earlier that her dad's
said that
dead.
she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
She rarely spends her allowance on other people. It's really my treat, but you get the point. I have so much fucking Mora that it's a fucking joke.
Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
Aw, thanks, you two. Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say. My chest was filled with all kinds of intense
Does it?
emotions.
Huh.
They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventure. But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace. And I was left feeling more empty than ever. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Everything just happened so fast.
Yeah, you're right. To many mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all.
Can we get a cool
Idrisi and
OP
the
male
others
character
all
in
used to
Genshin?
say that
Oh, we
they
already
would
have
kill
one.
if
His
there was
name's
no
Ito.
Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father,
And
there
Alhaitham,
was no Mora to be made anyway.
I heard is pretty
My
beefy
reality
too.
shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero
The catch with
stories
Ito though is
was
that
in
he's
fact a
very
bad
hard to
guy.
build.
But
Is
look
it
at me
worth
now.
it? Oh yeah,
Am I any
Kazuha. He
different?
was the next person I was gonna
Despite
say.
all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth.
Yeah, it's
And
like
they wouldn't
Kazuha is
even
basically the
shout
strongest
cheers
unit in
for
the
his
game.
sake. We're hypocrites. All of us.
You should never question your true feelings, though.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
You're back! Are all of you alright?
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dia,
Yes.
you're looking quite down again.
And Zhongli. Zhongli's the best shielder in the
What
game.
happened while we were gone?
And Ito's the
I'm
coolest.
sorry. I really should have
He's
controlled
my
my emotions
husbando.
better. I just...
Yeah.
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like
Ito.
this.
He's a newer Inazuma
Your pain
character.
must be even worse.
He's not in the main
You
story.
shouldn't need
He's...
to comfort me.
For some reason,
Hey,
Genshin
don't worry
loves to
about me.
put
If
Ito
anything,
in
this
events.
whole thing has finally shown me the
Like
difference between
there was a
illusion and
Beetle event with
reality.
him. There
My
was
father probably thought that
a
people could settle
spooky
into new
event with
lives as long as they
him.
moved to a new environment. That
They
thought has
usually
even
put him
crossed
in
my mind a
events.
few times. It's like saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life?
Yeah.
However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept
Yeah,
it.
Ayato's really good too.
This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's
Yeah, he's up
kindness.
there.
But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense.
You just
The
gotta
desert
do
sands
things
are
in the
a
right
part of
order.
who I am, and I will never be able to.
Yeah,
live
my
this
Valentine's
existence.
stream.
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example,
Yeah.
I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs.
Like
It's just
Genshin
like
does
Idrisi
have
said.
a good mix
I
of
also wanna
male and
catch
female
up to my
characters,
father
actually.
and become a character in his play.
Yeah.
The ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous. It won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug.
We'll come along too.
It's always more fun when everyone's together.
I can't thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Yeah. Quality is good. Yeah, exactly. Quality, quantity.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite, and the fabric is also of high quality.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey, aren't you
Yeah.
the mercenary who bit his tongue? Wait, are you?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could
And
take
then
you
you
on a
tell you
fight?
like they you
I
bit his
just
tongue.
came here to do something. I'll
Probably
be
to
on
get
my way
stitches.
give myself up to the Corps after this. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al-Ahmar's camp.
Okay, this is a little
When
annoying
I
though.
got there, I found no one except the...
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela. Now that everyone's already turned themselves in, one of the injured members gave this box to me, and everything left in the camp will get confiscated. So I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Better.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind.
You'll get them one of these days if you keep playing.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. It kind of stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten
Yeah, the
copy of
default
a storybook.
characters.
The paper's already yellowed. It was against the Academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here.
Dig through the pile of
Razors,
shit.
Some buttons, some round iron tie, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and
That is
a
true.
hair clip.
It's like,
Why are these
in terms
things
of
here?
practicality, Singcho and Bennett are like the best support
I'm suddenly
characters.
feeling a little scared.
And they're very good
Sorry,
and
my
very
lady,
cheap, but they're not
this
quote
is just the
unquote
kind of man he
cool.
was. He probably
Just
saw
practical.
this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. Two empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
Why not?
Huh? There's something in the bottle.
Oh, you're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dia. It's a letter for me?
Read it out loud.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record
Yeah,
down.
pretty much what Porkroll
My
said.
condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute.
Thanks.
It's probably Idrisi's fault. He was never up to any good.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that...
Like, you're not looking hard
I
enough
was never
then.
your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking.
Wait, what?
Right?
I don't know.
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world was under my feet. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you.
Yeah,
You were just
Mono
lying
Geo
there,
Team is
small and
like
helpless.
is
So tiny
very
that if you
meta,
grew for just a little
and it's
while
all
longer,
dudes.
you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud.
All right, have
head
fun,
hurt.
yeet.
Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me.
It's like,
I'm
meanwhile,
sorry
she's
that I had to
adopted.
lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor. Anyway, you possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
No.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child.
But isn't that also a good thing?
I suppose.
Yeah.
I would've
Emotional
suffocated under the sand
damage.
a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't...
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about...
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them a story. That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart
Yeah,
of gold.
exactly.
And that
Or
only
kitties.
under his care
Just
was I
keep
able
patting
to
Taffy
grow and
instead.
mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Nice.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
I also don't want to see his efforts go to waste. I don't want to stop going
I'll help
forward.
too.
Thank you. My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky, because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Alright, that's it for her bit. What's this community thing? Oh, it's opening up Firefox. Go away. Yeah, so now that's done. Now we'll do the other one. Or at least get started. I don't know how long it is. The main quest? Yeah. Is it long? If it's long, I could just do the rest another day. Because Dia just took an hour 40, so it's like... Yeah. You're probably not finishing it tonight? Okay, that's fine. I could pick it up on like Tuesday or something. That's fine.
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Tevat, right?
Yes.
Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting
Yeah,
for
hang out a
guaranteed
bit.
delivery, then filling
Yeah.
in the most obscure mailing address
Totally.
I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
Yeah.
So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate it. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here.
Great, well give me this
Of
letter.
course, here it is. All yours.
Come on, Paimon wants to have a look too.
Alright, it's been a while. How have you been? I've heard the two of you are traveling in Sumeru. I have to be in Port Ormos on official business. Lately I've been stopping by, Jafar Tavern for a drink or two every afternoon. If luck's on my side and this life successfully reaches you, come to me then and we can catch up on old times. We'll see it as a fated encounter. Mkaya. Your trusty buddy.
Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well.
Yeah, I can't say I'm hugely surprised. This is
From
his
what he wrote
style.
in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him?
Very scheming indeed.
Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Perhaps we should drop in on him then, huh?
Okay. Caddy birds. Wait until 16 o'clock. Happy pills time? Is that so?
Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
Did I ever buy stuff from this tavern? I should probably check it.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Hey, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
If you say so, we missed you too.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her?
Uh-huh, very believable.
The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry.
Oh yeah, this is Kaya.
So
You actually get him
despite
for
how it
free
might
in the
look,
game.
I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine
It's like he's one of the
establishment
first
was
characters
where a certain
you
very
work with at the very
popular
beginning of the
spiced
game.
cocktail was invented. That's why the knight sent me.
Yeah,
An alcoholic
he's not that bad.
to
He's
come and
good
see
early
if it is
game.
as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good.
Like what's nice
I'm
about him
already in
early
talks
game is
with
the
some
fact that
spice merchants in Port
his
Orleans
cooldowns are very
about
short
some
and his
potential collaboration.
bursts can be very helpful.
That does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Yeah, exactly. AoE
Well,
goes
let's not get ahead of
brrrr.
ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
So I'm guessing you've been to Sumeru before.
What makes you say that?
You came to Sumeru on your own, so you must be quite familiar with the place.
Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind.
Don't worry about it. You don't have to go into great detail.
Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru.
Yeah.
And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo. and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd
Sumerians
gone
come
missing.
from the city
Their
of
leader
Sumer.
promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you.
How much do you know about
Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father.
Who is your father?
Then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life.
Oh yeah, that's another thing about Kai is that his daddy dropped him off in Mondstadt and was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be adopted by this guy." Who winds up D-Luke's, so him and D-Luke are adopted bros.
A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation.
We don't know who his dad is, though.
Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic.
Though people have their theories.
These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
Alberich. Oh, I know that.
One
It means
deaf
things.
afternoon, please, boss.
It literally has a meaning. Oh, hi,
Tell
Dan
me,
Thief.
what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not
Yeah, it
mistaken.
means ruler of
you remember?
ruler of the elves.
Then we are already acquainted. Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss.
So are these two
Order's
gonna kiss or
founder.
something? Maybe.
Huh?
The Abyss Order.
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
We totally trust you.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Yes.
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've
Yeah.
already let go of your
It's
ties
like
to the past,
basically
then keep it that way.
it's like basically people from that kingdom have starry looking eyes.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this
Yeah,
sort of
right.
atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been.
I trust you.
Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, alright then. You go do your thing.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen.
I thought my sibling was the founder.
Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
So what do you plan to do here in
I
Sumeru?
mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
You've got a new lead?
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together.
All the way back then? So that was already a thing several centuries ago?
Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time.
Are you concerned about the Abyss Order?
No, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Seriously? We'll figure it out.
Yahoo!
Whee! Yeah.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago too?
Dirt.
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Okay.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. You could be forgiven for thinking nothing was ever grown here. Or, wait, maybe nothing ever was grown here.
That seems like a waste of dirt.
It's an extinguished bonfire. Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
Okay.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dainny.
Alright, so I gotta pee. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. See. It. Okay.
So there really isn't anyone home.
Yeah, go investigate.
Pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp.
Yeah, we know Paimon.
There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off.
You crazy.
Huh? This is a mirror.
It's cracked.
Broken too. Was this a makeup box?
It's just a regular mirror.
That's kinda disappointing. Paimon was hoping we'd uncover some super big secret. Hey, look! It's a bowl! Guess who—
Can't you
Like,
smell?
Paimon, can you stop talking so
There's a
much?
heavy scent of medicinal herbs in here.
Oh, so it's a medicine bowl? Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll
Something
exhaust
happened here.
ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises? Is it—
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Like, yeah, and unfortunately, you're not a playable character yet.
monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. It's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
Let me scry. Here we go. Yeah. Take flight.
Of course, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Like, I don't have a Claymore person on me.
My apologies.
Gotta brute force it.
Yahoo!
There we go. Of course, I'm running out of stamina.
Brace yourselves.
Alright, there we go.
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. Okay. I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
Okay.
You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from—
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it.
Watch the
Not
house.
to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
You're always hungry. Bar, 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 bar.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Up. Speaking of food, it's din din time for the kitty. I gotta light the bonfire. Sure, whatever. There we go. Yeah, you make the fire.
Your cooking is as good as whatever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you.
Yeah, you're easy to please.
Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we?
Yes.
So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around?
You're better than nothing, I guess.
Okay, fine. Paimon should have known you weren't gonna say anything nice.
Meh.
So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon...
Why can't we pet Paimon?
What was it like traveling with your sister?
I have no idea. Probably because the halo would get in the way.
Stars?
We'd gaze at the stars just like this, and we pointed to planets we wanted to visit. We always traveled through the universe, always at each other's side. We saw all manner of hope and despair. This is the first time we've been separated. If nothing else, I just want to know what happened.
Yeah. Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why. It's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles. And you too, Teyvat.
Yeah, just you wait.
You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead. Because if you're sad, Paimon will be too.
Thanks, Paimon.
All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up.
Okay.
Oh, come on, don't say that. Paimon just wants to look after you for once.
Okay, good night.
Nighty-night. Go on, chew.
Like, you're totally not gonna abandon me or something. Ba, 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 ba.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen.
The sun has risen. Well, let's see. What happened in the
What a
morning?
deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you?
Well, what if I did?
Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Oh, back to sleep. As long as we don't get stuck in a dream loop again. How long did I sleep till morning? Why didn't Paimon wake me up to change shifts? Hang on a moment. Oh, I vaguely remember him coming over. Did Paimon go into the woods with him, seeing how I hadn't woken up yet? Whatever the case, it's just me here for now. Guess it's time to stretch my limbs and have a look around. Wait, did that noise come from inside the house? Paimon, is that you? No reply, I should go inside and check.
Halt! What do you think you're doing?
Ah!
This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business. Begone!
Calm down. I'm just looking for my traveling companion.
Travel companion? You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night?
Oh, he's got the eyes!
Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eye.
I thought so. Still, I don't know if I can trust this person's word just yet. So you mean to say that you were nearby last night?
What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I
Kitty wants to play.
claimed this place first. And what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. ...
There's something strange about this person. I need to find out what he's hiding.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I don't think I'll have much luck trying to find my companion in the woods. Stay here.
If you must. Suit yourself.
Yeah. He's probably evil or something.
And you don't
Probably
look
works for the
like
Abyss.
a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you
I gotta
can do as you
sneeze.
please.
Excuse me. I'm no villain.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading in.
May I join you? If you hear a bell, it's
Go
his
on,
toy.
then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide
Dang.
this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay?
Alright.
Come on, then.
Oh, it's a Hilichurl. Hilichurl. This gets fucked up, by the way. Cool. Just what I ordered.
Mind your own business. And don't worry. He isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold.
You're from the Badlands, aren't you?
You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from Conria?
I'm just a traveler, but I've met others. Your clothes, your eyes.
Do you worship a god, traveler?
I follow no god. Some of them are friends, some of them are foes.
Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian.
So for context, Hilichurls are the mooks of this world. Like you go around fighting enemies, and like 90% of the time they're a Hilichurl. But at one point in the story, you do find out where they come from and how they were created, and it's fucked up. So yeah, there's your context.
I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies.
Okay.
That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm.
Now we can devour the gods together. Become as gods.
Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this?
What is the curse of immortality exactly? I take it you've survived for so long?
The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay.
So he's just like Dane, one who bears the curse of immortality. So why did some people turn into Hilichurls while you were affected by this curse instead?
Because although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But Those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters.
So they were racist. Got it. So who is this hilly trail to you?
He is Kari Bear, my illegitimate son.
That's the title of this quest!
How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. And then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Kari Bear faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilly troll right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him.
What happened to his mother?
She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it.
I'm sorry. I know this must have caused you great pain.
It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Kari Bear.
What do you plan to do now? What are you planning to do around here?
Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Kari Bear, but I do have other things I wish to do.
Okay.
Over here.
A crafting bench. What are you going to use this for?
I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Kari Bear here to Sumeru.
Howdy, Bear.
Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of mind.
Recover his clarity of mind? When we were in the chasm, he said the curse could not be undone. Is recovery really possible?
I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of my powerlessness against the punishment of the gods. But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases.
Like, it's cool that you're able to say this while being totally invisible.
I believe that it might just work.
Where did you hear of this?
I read about it in a book.
In a book?
From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned.
Like, maybe things are gonna get real bad.
I mean,
yeah, maybe he's just talking to us from really far away, like, don't worry, you'll be fine.
In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it.
Sounds dangerous.
What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh?
No, seriously, I think a sprite's supposed to be there and it's not.
One more sin matter now.
Unless... We'll see. Alright, don't get too worked up. I understand, no matter what you have to try.
Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make... My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. Okay. To start with...
Okay, ingredient. A mushroom?
Also,
Mushroom,
do you
mushroom.
have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on?
Yes, I have them.
Wonderful. This is the method for
Yeah, follow the steps.
over here.
What?
I'm sure you're well. One which will help him to recover his.
We just went through this. This is literally the same thing.
Said, I believe that it might just.
Did the game just bug out?
The gods have already punished us.
Wait.
What does one more sin matter now?
Alright, don't get worked too up.
As it happens, my hands don't have.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Also, do you have any of Sumeru's regional specialties on?
Okay, so the game did bug out. I knew it. I'm not crazy. I needed those for Nahida, but whatever. I'll get more. Now can you stop bugging out?
Is it done? In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is.
Game's not
supposed to look
bugged.
like.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
The band
This is
book
how it
didn't
goes.
feature any illustrations. Well, the moment has finally arrived.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Curses.
Excuse me?
No. I said before that this medicine relies on the power of the God of Wisdom for its restorative effects, which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven.
Okay. He needs the God of Wisdom's power. Maybe I should get Nahida to help? Forget it. He hates the gods that can complicate things. I'll just do it his way.
Go. Bring the medicine with you.
Wait, I could just... Oh, I can't. No bugs, only features. Okay, fine. At least there's a thing here. I see I'm currently trapped in something.
Look at this statue. God of Wisdom! Look at me!
Look at me!
Will utter no prayer, nor will I sing your praises. You and your kind destroyed my home. Wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of Wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul.
Yeah, I think he's a little loopy.
My son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you.
I may not know the whole truth behind the catalysm, but the people have truly suffered. Like, why can't they coexist in peace?
I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
It's better. I don't know, maybe it worked. Do 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 do. Administer the medicine. Here.
Kari Bear?
Teddy bear? Italy Churl seems almost lifeless. Its reactions to everything are incredibly weak.
We've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it.
Yep, we feed the medicine.
Kari Bear, it's me. It's your father.
It's me,
Kari
your
Bear.
daddy. Anything?
Kari Bear, please say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But
You
I
feel
feel
overwhelming bloodlust at the sight of the weak
Papa's been
Churl.
by your
Yeah,
side all
right?
these
You usually kill them and
I never
harvest
left
their
you,
masks.
Not once. Are you still angry with me, Kari Bear? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me?
The guy that did the
so
voice acting for this
sorry,
deserves a
Kari Bear.
raise.
Forgive me.
Like, who did this?
Say something, anything. Please. Please.
It didn't work.
Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it.
Yeah. Chaos demands blood. Blood for the blood god!
I knew it. I should never have trusted anything that had to do with the gods.
He's literally like the muffin in the ASDF videos.
Deluding
Why won't you let
myself.
me die?
The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment.
Calm down.
Other reasons. What do you mean?
Maybe do another dosage?
You really think so?
Worth a shot.
No, never. And yes, you're right. I, even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100.
Yeah. Have an infinite time, yet no hope, can only be called torture. Man's fucking crazy.
We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which makes things complicated, but not impossible.
Where'd you get those mushrooms from anyway?
I grow them in that field.
Wait, in a field? Like a crop?
The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it.
I'm starting to question this, but okay.
There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Kari Bear. Once you're back, I will make some fertilizer for the
Got it.
good. Then
Yeah. Go get some things. Do I have to, like, manually go over there? I do, don't I? Yeah, it's like, I'm at a point of the game where, I'm stuck in the story. This is not the first time the game has done this. Yeah. Which makes it very, very sus. But it's like, the last time we were stuck like this, you can leave. I don't want to... It checkpoints? Okay. Because, like, I didn't want it to be like, the other story where it was like you had to start all over. Yeah. Get your pail of water. Press start and it tells you. Oh! I wasn't reading it. I was just glancing at it. I was used to the other pop-up that's like, oh, if you leave, you get fucked up.
Bear's condition is stable. By which I mean he
Yeah. Okay,
still
I get it.
isn't responding. Anyway, give
Here, have your water. Yeah, you would know. You did this already.
I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't let any forest rangers approach the house. Understand?
Okay, good. Of course, your secret's safe with me.
I'll be back soon. The fertilizer won't take but,
Probably because people complained about that, they started checkpointing it. Monsters, so many of them. It looks like they're coming to the field. Oh boy, I gotta fend them off.
Leave it all to me.
Germinate! This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it!
Boing, boing, boom! Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Like, this team is adequate for the job. Not the best, but adequate.
Scatter! Dodge this! Cool it!
Oh boy, there's more of them.
Spring forth!
Get the monsters. Pew pew. Okay, that works.
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. Oh, yes.
Yeah, you're
I've
useless.
got
We get it.
fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it.
Okay.
Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.
What? Oh yeah. Right, I make the thing. Now you can go cry to a statue. Again. The medicine's ready.
Sorry. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again.
You still have your son.
I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought.
Yeah. Let's go cry again. Like, sir, you can have your moment at the statue.
We're here. Let's begin. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that?
The boy you play has got those
Car
hips.
Bear.
Yeah, he does. It's like he's kind of got a Gerudo link to him. You left the house.
No. He must have left while we were too busy preparing the med. Come on! We have to catch up with him.
Like, them hips don't lie. Follow the hilichurl. Childbearing hips. Yeah, exactly.
That's not Bear.
Nope.
Right. Bear's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. I use it now as a marker of sorts.
I hope you never lose it.
My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize my own son? This decrepit body of mine.
Still strange.
Yes. It doesn't seem interested in us in the least. It seems intent on walking in that direction. Where could it be going?
Let's go have a look.
Yes. The more we know about hilichurls, the better.
Yeah, maybe it knows the cure. Or it could be dying. Who knows? I don't know if I have to worry about getting spotted. I guess not.
Did it go in here?
Is this a dungeon? This is probably a dungeon, isn't it?
What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before.
What are the Hillagers doing?
It looks like they're worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in
They're
the
bowing.
world does this place conceal? Oh,
They're
there's
bowing.
only one way to find out.
The air here in this creepy scene, it's eerily familiar. Do I have to fight them? Yeah, I gotta. They're like, you could change your party now, but I'm like, whatever.
Oh, so sorry.
Jumpy, jumpy, go!
Like, I'll work with what I picked. Yes. I'm surprised the map didn't label it. Like, I barely saw that in the corner of my eye. I don't know if there's any other ones. That's probably it.
I'll catch up.
Alright, let's go into space.
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering?
Alright, good night, lemon juice. See you later. Thank you for coming.
Steady as stone.
Germinate!
Fine, fine,
Slime.
I'll catch up.
Slimy slime. Get the chest. Ba ba ba. Okay.
Propagate!
Leave it all to me.
Cool it!
Sandwich. Domo, you're dead.
Fine, fine, fine.
Yeah, pet the kitty.
Jumpy, dumpy, go!
Domo.
Scatter! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in...
Oh, explode. Okay. Pick up. Where do I put it? Do I put it up top?
I'll catch up.
Yes, but not yet. I probably have to go the other way first.
I'll catch up.
Probably one of those flippy puzzles. Maybe.
Steady as stone.
Yeah, go into the space.
How did I get on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself?
Up on the ceiling.
La la la.
Button. Oh, that opened the door. Okay, cool. Anything else? Let me see. Boo, 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 boo. No, doesn't seem to be anything else here. Anything in the pit? I
It
don't...
seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
Yeah, I gotta go back. Alright, I see. I put the runes in the place and something will probably happen. As puzzles do. What? I pushed a button. Oh, other side. There we go. Chest. Portal. Like, now you're playing with portals. Rune thingy. Door? Huh? Oh. 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 Okay, I put them in here. Am I good now? Wee boop. Popped up before the cutscene happened. Otherwise, I would have died. Oh no, not the things.
Halt, humans. Fate has not granted you the right to end.
An Abyss Herald? No, it doesn't look like someone from the Abyss Order.
Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny.
I don't like where this is going. Oh cool, a brand new enemy. Yep, it's an ice type. Just what I wanted. At least I picked a pyro person, so that'll help. Melt the ice. Blah, blah.
Scatter! Don't get frostbite. Dodge this. Steady as stone.
Oh boy. Alright, now it's in ice mode. Bop it. Bop it, bop it. Like she's got high mastery. Oh, that sucks.
Time to clean up.
There we go. I got it.
He was
Terrifying?
He was a perfect being. I'm in awe.
Huh?
He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing.
This guy's clearly a bottom. How did he have a wife?
You were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined.
You're weird.
Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
Don't get too excited, please. Like, please, I beg of you, don't get too excited. Thank you for the follow. Domo! Alright, we go down this hallway here to go push a button. Push. The door opens. Slowly. Let me in.
I think
We've made it to the end.
What is that thing? Oh! Wrapped in chains, hanging in midair, emanating a sinister aura. There's no mistaking it. It's just like the defiled statue. Ah! Yes! So it does have something to do with the Abyss Order, and those worshipping Hilladrills remind me a little too much of the Grand Thief. He went crazy. This place is bad news. We got to go! Sir?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet?
Hello? Whose voice is that? It must be coming from right inside my head. Can't hear it?
Oh, dear creature. Why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner.
Okay. A sinner?
You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well.
Well then enlighten me, sir.
You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you.
I tried a great transcendence in another game and it didn't go very well.
And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
Who in the world are you? What do those words mean? Yeah, Thelma Water Sub. Yeah, I'm just as confused as you are. It's like, who are you? The voice, it's gone. Hello?
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was
You actually probably will finish this tonight. You're progressing pretty quickly. Oh, okay.
Perhaps.
Are you alright now?
I am. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here.
Something's not right about this place. We need to get out of here.
Is that so? All right. As you wish.
Okay. Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Like, what about the hangout? Hangouts are usually short. Yeah, it's all down here from here. We probably won't have time to hang out. I'll save the hangout for next time.
Goodness, he's still okay.
Don't we still need to go to the Statue of Seven? Why are we back here?
I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me.
Okay.
You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective.
That sounds like a ridiculous idea, but if you insist.
I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options.
Yep, so we'll give him some more medicine.
Kari Bear.
Oh? 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 Daddy?
Papa?
Papa!
Kari Bear! Oh, my goodness, it worked!
Yeah.
It's a miracle! Oh, Kari Bear, my dear son!
I can't believe it, I'm stunned!
You see, it worked! Kari Bear can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama dead.
Mama is... Kari Bear, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Papa!
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes, this is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Kari Bear? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long,
long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time, and I didn't want to either. Wait.
Oh no, he's gonna realize. Oh no.
My body! What happened to me?
Oh no.
Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale. There's no more Conry here. No more home. But... Do you know what that means? No more red sky. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but...
Sir!
You get to
Wording!
stay with Papa forever.
Am I... dead?
Technically.
No, of course not. Look, Cory Bear, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and, you have to promise me something.
I don't like where this is going.
Never take off your mask.
Oh, God. The mask.
Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Oh, boy.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired against us...
It's like, that's what
whatever
the point of the mask is. Yeah, exactly.
redemption.
It's like, no, the mask stays on. It's there for a reason. A very specific reason.
Now,
Kitty?
that was a truly mighty god. Nothing like one of the Seven. That wondrous power. It was truly enchanting. It must have been the reason I bowed down.
You missed Lemon. Sorry, Cinnabon. You were too late. But Tomo, welcome.
Now then, after one beseeches a god, and the god responds by answering...
Well, my
their
next stream's
prayers,
Saturday,
they
if you can make it to Saturday.
do something to show their devotion. Piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes.
Alright. Good night, pork roll. Yeah, that wasn't a god. It said it was a sinner.
A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about
But yes,
him.
hello,
How
Cinnabon. Hope
dare
you're doing
utter
good.
Such blasphemy. You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never. He is a god, mightier.
We're gonna chat about the horrors beyond human comprehension when you're about to witness. Oh boy, I can't wait.
No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I
man's
am
crazy.
going to pay my respects with or without you.
Yeah. Alright, go ahead. Let's see, his experience has deeply affected him. Not that he was particularly stable to begin with, but this religious fervor is something else. Yeah, good luck sleeping. Oh boy. I guess I'd better catch up with him anyway. There are monsters everywhere. I can't stand by and let him fall into their hands. Okay. I got overall best dressed in Mon and had a mental breakdown at her desk in the same hour. Congrats, and also sorry to hear that. It's like, it sounds like you won something at least. Yes, Betty Kitty. But I hope you're doing okay now. Alright, let's see what's going on over here. What horrors am I going to be subjected to? To the cavern. You got a 3D printed trophy and you're doing better now. Okay, that's great. Glad to hear it. You got a trophy.
I'll catch up.
Back in here again. Is it gonna make me redo the whole... Probably not the whole thing, because I solved the puzzle already. I probably just gotta go back to the point.
I'll catch up. I must leave no...
Germinate! Propagate! Freeze!
Dumpy Dumpy go!
Let me in. Alright, let's see what horrors await me after I beat the slime. Excuse me.
Oh, so sorry.
Why am I coughing? Let me drink some water. There we go. Let me in! Alright, here we go.
No. Impossible. What happened?
It's gone.
The Hilly-Churl worshippers
Alright.
disappeared.
Good night, water sub. Welcome, thank you for coming.
Was it all an illusion?
That seems unlikely.
That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion
Kitty wants
nor
to play.
coincidence, and certainly no dream. It was a wonder. Yes, a divine wonder.
So divine.
Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future we shall see it again.
You're crazy. Let's leave.
Could he really have been a sinner and not a god?
I don't know. Could be both. Yeah, it's like now we're back.
Kari Bear? Where has he gone?
He's not in here.
Oh, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here.
Maybe he ran off?
This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger or an adventurer in his current state?
Then let's go find him.
Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it.
What?
Oh, no. Did he?
Oh, the mirror. Oh, shit. Wait a minute.
The mirror, it's broken.
But hasn't the mirror been broken this whole time? What does this broken mirror mean?
He must have taken his mask off and seen what he looks like beneath it.
That's bad.
If he'd just done as he was told. We have to find him.
Oh no. Let's look for clues. Where is he? Where is the boy? Boy! I got it. Come on. There we go.
It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on.
Okay. Gotta find Cotty Bear.
Curry Bear, where are you?
Sir, where are you? Boy? Boy? Where boy?
Curses. Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a hilly churl? A hilly churl should have come past this way.
I asked you first. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
I said, have you seen a hilly churl?
Sir?
Whoa. Look, sir, there's no need to get so worked up. There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal?
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there.
You forest ranger scum! You spawn of the seven are all the same. I'll have your heads if you so much as laid a finger on Curry Bear.
I'm sure he's fine.
You're raving mad. You've got some gall coming here to our nation insulting the forest rangers.
He's fine.
Forest rangers.
Like, stop it. Getting in trouble.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge fuss over a few hilly churls?
He'd only just regained his mind. So tell me, forest rangers.
Jeez, you're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a solitary hilly churl when I left the team to, use the toilet. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction. So I left it alone.
There's still hope.
Yes. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Let's go find him.
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a thanks for the info?
Yeah, we gotta go find boy. Where is boy? Boy? Jason? Jason? Jason?
Curry Bear.
Cotty Bear. We found him.
Stop. It's me. It's whatever you saw. It was all a trick. An illusion.
Of course, Kitty has the worst timing ever. Okay.
I told you, we're in a fairy tale world now. Nothing here is real. Please, Curry Bear, come back. It's time to go back.
Gotta go back. Back to the
Curry Bear?
past. Not responding.
How could this happen? He regained his mind. He must be able to hear me. Surely. Come, Curry Bear. We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Something's not right. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh.
Papa, I can't take it.
Please, Curry Bear. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
Don't take off the mask! No! Oh, I don't like where this is going.
I see. I understand. Finally, it all makes sense.
What? What happened? Why are we back here? What happened? Did I faint? I remember him taking off his mask, but then...
Ah, Traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you Traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now.
What do you mean, true identity?
I suspected it was you from the beginning. I had to talk to you to be sure.
But I've never met you.
Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar.
Clotar.
Clotar Alberic.
Ah! An Abyss Order!
You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. Yeah. I am positive now. It's the power of the Abyss, isn't it?
Yeah?
At long last, I have seen it.
What happened?
It's no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. So Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now... it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become... the loom of fate.
Oh shit! That's term again, the Loom of Fate. You're right about this being from the Abyss, but the Abyss is sinister and dangerous.
Sinister? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the Abyss. We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
What?
What did he just call me?
Excuse me? Oh shit! We were our sister. We were reliving our sister's memory. I think. Or something. Yeah.
Traveler. Hey, Traveler. Traveler.
Yeah, we were in the past as our sister. That's what happened. We weren't ourselves.
You're awake!
It was all a dream!
Paimon was worried sick!
That was fucked up.
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness?
The founder of the Abyss Order, Alberic. What happened to him?
You mean Clotar Alberic? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again.
Okay.
His dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life.
And despite that, my sister ultimately sided with him, didn't she?
You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
So I had the weirdest fucking dream where I had boobs. But they were my sister's boobs, so it wasn't really that hot.
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the loom of fate did indeed rear its head during that, and it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path?
Fuck if I know. One thing's clear, this was not a happy memory.
Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began.
Yeah, I need to know what lies buried in this field.
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
What's here?
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
We're done. You can open your eyes now.
Male and female skeleton, buried together.
Oh.
Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later, and it's holding a silk scarf in its hand.
Oh.
But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here?
I think it's the bone of the man. Clothar.
What? Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse.
Perhaps he did.
This all raises far too many questions.
It's like he begged for the sweet release of death, and then he finally got it.
My memories for some missing piece. We should part with.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
The voice I heard in my head?
Yes.
Oh boy, I got voice
suspicions
in my
as to his
head.
identity, but I need to confirm some other detail. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
What's that gonna be? 4 point something?
What do you mean that he saw the
In like a year?
How is that possible?
It was just a memory. It all happened hundreds of years in the
I
past.
fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
A sinner!
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest.
There goes Dane. And just like that.
Yeah.
What is it?
I missed you.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, he gave her a hug. That's so sweet. On the other hand, yeah, having Paimon not constantly rambling, yeah, and I can see why Traveler would be pretty disturbed after that. That was very disturbing. Get all the achievements for doing that shit. Oh, it's Chi-Chi's birthday. Oh, that's cute. Like the finches. Alright, that's it for today. Pick up on this, you know, another time, in another place. You know how it is. But at least I got a lot done. So yeah, my next stream will be Saturday. It's my late night stream. Like I usually post it later than usual. If you want to check, it's in my schedule tab and shit. But yeah, it's all good. Have a good night, everybody. Be well. Sleep good. Be hydrated. Good night.